What's up, Raiders? I'm Addyson Zay.
And I'm Lola Terranova. Today is Friday, March 13th, 2026.
And you're watching this week's episode of
Raider Nation News.
Welcome back, Raiders.
Seniors, if you did not pick up your cap and gown yesterday, they'll be available for pickup the week prior to graduation.
Our mock trial team competed in the Kane County tournament this past weekend, and 2 members advanced to state. Congratulations and good luck, Leah Stech and Sydney Sullivan in Springfield.
Make plans for tomorrow, Saturday, March 14th, at the Huntley Village Hall for a St. Patrick's Day themed market. From leprechaun trap making to live music, there are family-friendly activities for all ages from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m.
With April steadily approaching, students and staff are preparing for prom. For most attending, that means buying dresses, suits, and finalizing plans before the big day. For student council members, however, it means much more. Let's hear from Leah Stech, who sat down with a couple of the faces behind this production.
This year's prom is on April 25th from 6 to 10 p.m. Even though it is only March, prep for prom has been in swing for a while. Student Council has been hard at work selecting a location, theme, and so much more.
Hi, my name is Neha Gopal, and I'm the junior class rep for Student Council.
My name is Nico Kananishu, and I am the president of Student Council this year.
Our entire general council is involved with planning for prom. That's about like 100 to 120 people. What we do is, as an executive board, we come up with a couple of prom themes, then shift it over to the general council, and they vote on some themes that they like.
After the theme was picked by the students, it was sent off to our partners in administration, and then they approved the theme, and that is where we got to Great Gatsby, because that is exactly what the students wanted.
We divide our general council up into different committees that works on different jobs for prom. We have centerpieces committees, we have publicity committees.
People are buying decorations, then setting up the actual decorations, taking them down. The prom royalty committee, where they help pick out some different stuff. There's a whole bunch of different roles and a lot of work that goes into planning prom that's not every person sees.
For most, prom is just one night, but there's so much more that goes into it. I'm Leah Stech, back to you in the studio.
I had no idea so much went into one night. Thanks, Leah, for the behind-the-scenes look into prom. If you have not bought your tickets yet, make sure to do so soon.
Since prom is next month and spring sports tryouts have begun, the end of the school year will be here before we know it. So it's time to begin to prepare for the 2027 school year. Huntley student section leaders, known as Raider Nation, are already in the process of selecting new leaders to bring school spirit and pride to next year's activities. RNN reporter Guarino walks us through the Raider Nation leader application process.
From the bleachers of our football field to basketball courts and more, there is so much that goes behind the success of our student section. I got to understand some of the stages of selecting Raider Nation finalists from some of the current leaders.
Raider Nation is a group of seniors whose sole responsibility is to portray the Raider way that we have in this high school.
Raider Nation is a great way for Raiders to get involved because there's plenty of new opportunities to go to new and different events, and it's a great way to show school spirit for everybody in the building.
The first round of the Raider Nation application process started with a written form that was sent out last week on Monday and was due last week on Friday. On April 16th to the 20th, those 30 plus that make it to the finals will be sent an interview that they have to do within 5 minutes and give us back by the 20th. The process in the application for the Raider Nation leaders is meant to be multi-layered. Me, Mr. Nunnery, Mr. Beelan, and all the Raider Nation seniors go through those, and we rate them on a scale 1 to 10 that is blind, in the sense that we do not know the person that wrote the answers, we just have the answers that they gave us.
A typical Raider Nation meeting would look like all of us sitting in Mr. Aney's room, we're collaborating, we're thinking of new ideas on the fly, we're going back and forth between this or that sometimes, but at the end of the day, we all walk out together and with the same purpose.
Juniors, this is a great way to further involve yourself in the final year at HHS. Be sure to keep an eye out in your email if you applied for this big role. Good luck, Raiders!
Contracts for license plate readers in Woodstock quickly led to additional surveillance measures being utilized in the community. While the local government sees these security precautions as beneficial, some members of the community find them at odds with their morals and values. RNN reporter Moah McCabe investigated the debate between security and privacy.
This is a license plate reader, part of a nationwide database that almost anyone can view, and the Woodstock City Council just approved adding cameras to the city square. I interviewed Melissa McMahon to find out why she voted no.
The cameras can aid when prosecuting crimes or investigating crimes. They do not prevent crimes. There has been talk for many years to have cameras on the square because of the large events that are held there. Not once do I think, when that was first proposed, that what cameras are now in terms of shoddy practices on the behalf of some of these companies was ever brought into consideration. So really what's happening here is a majority vote chose a company that is not up to par. The bad things, in my opinion, is practices where they have alleged hacking, their alleged leak of information to agencies that are not looking out for the best interest of the citizens of Woodstock or the citizens of this country. I understand why cameras might be necessary, but with a company with the track record, even indicted by our own Secretary of State, that's where my trouble lies. I don't think we should be having a contract with a company that is not up to the standard. We hold many events, or just families come for picnics, and now we have children on camera.
At the February 3rd meeting, 30 people spoke against Flock, which really makes you wonder, did this vote resemble what the citizens of Woodstock really wanted?
As a community, Huntley already has 17 license plate readers installed. With expanded surveillance issues occurring in Woodstock, the question remains if the Huntley government is also looking to broaden their scope.
6 years ago today, COVID-19 shut down schools across the country and forced students and teachers alike into e-learning. Reporter Jack Martin shows us how the pandemic changed how we learn today.
6 years ago today, our district sent out an email announcing that spring break would last 2 weeks. That 2 weeks then turned into 4 months, and students spent the rest of the year learning online. I sat down with an HHS teacher and graduate to figure out how that break changed our school.
At first, when I realized I didn't have to come to school for a long time, we were really excited because we had a 2-week-long spring break, but then a 2-week-long spring break turned into a 4-month spring break that we never came back from, so we were pretty upset just because we missed a lot of our senior year events. Dr. Whelan took it upon himself to set up that he would come deliver every senior's diploma to their house, so they drove buses around to all the seniors' house and we got our diplomas in our driveways.
I would say pre-COVID to post-COVID, students came back with a little bit of a loss of academic stamina, and I think also obviously phones and technology are playing a heavier role because students had access to them all day, phones, when they were home during COVID. So when they came back, it was a bit of a struggle to kind of let them go a little bit. So we've just had to kind of change the way we're doing things and really be mindful of that and implement policies in our classroom so that students are focused during class and not tempted to be on their phones. And also go back to some pen and paper type activities so that there's not so much technology involved because sometimes that can be tempting to do other things.
COVID was more than just a period of time. It changed the way that we still live today. I'm Jack Martin, back to the studio.
Man, what a time that was! Shout out to our teachers and staff for being so adaptable and ensuring that we are always able to learn and succeed, despite the circumstances. Let's hope the school hallways will continue to be filled with connection and community for years to come. Thank you for watching this week's episode of Raider Nation News.
Make sure to visit huntley.rnn.com or follow us at HHS TV Production on either Instagram or TikTok for more fun content.
Have a fantastic weekend, Raiders. RNN reporter Mia Guarino. Oh, I can't say your last name.
Oh my god, I know. Okay, sorry. Yeah,
I was barely able to reach it.